What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dollars and Dumbbells podcast. I'm your host, Justin Green, certified financial planner. And today I've got 5 wealth building tips for online health coaches. Listen, the podcast is meant to give you as much free value as possible. But if you're listening to this and you think you need a custom financial playbook, that's what I do for my clients each and every single day. That is my bread and butter. If you would like to set up a discovery call to learn more about working with me to get a custom financial playbook for you, go ahead over to assistfp.com and schedule a call, or simply just go to the show notes and book a call right there. All right, let's hit the quick disclaimers and then hop straight into the episode. Justin Green is the founder of AssistFP, a financial planning firm, and Be a Wealthy Coach LLC, an outsourced CFO service. All opinions expressed in this episode are mine solely and not reflective of AssistFP or Be a Wealthy Coach. As always, this podcast is not advice and it is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always consult with your own financial, tax, and or legal advisor before making any decisions. All right, 5 wealth building tips for online health coaches. The first one is set process goals, not outcome goals. So what does this mean? An outcome goal is something like I want to have $1 million in net worth. A process goal is I want to save $2,500 each month and invest it in X, Y, and Z. The reason that I say you should be going for process goals is because then it will create a habit. It will create a lifestyle. So you start to do things every single week that are in alignment with becoming a wealthy coach. Whereas when you just set a big, hairy, audacious goal of having $1 million, but you don't actually figure out what are the weekly actions that you need to take to hit that goal, then you kind of just have a dream. You have a dream of having $1 million, but you're not really doing anything to achieve it. And you don't really have a strategy or a playbook to get you to that goal. So I would much rather see you have a process and a system in place and follow that and allow that to mold your behavior and your habits moving forward. Because at the end of the day, being wealthy is a lifestyle. It's just like being fit. You go to the gym 3 to 4 days a week. You start to identify as being a fit person. You are a healthy person. It's the same thing with building wealth. You don't, it's not an event. You don't just get there and poof, you're done with all the habits and behavior that you need to get there. No, you always have that mindset in those habits. So that's the first one. The second one, you need a financial operating system in your business. And what does this mean? Basically, this is just a system designed to capture all the money coming into your business and then a strategy and predetermined allocation of where that money is going to go once it comes into your business bank account. And, some examples are you want to be setting aside money for taxes. You want to set money aside to pay yourself. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. You maybe want a percentage to invest into back into the business, and you'll have some operating expenses as well. The third point is to pay yourself. A lot of coaches do not pay themselves, or they don't pay themselves enough what they're actually worth and what they should be getting paid for running a successful business. And the reason you need to pay yourself is because your wealth is actually going to be built outside of the business. So very few online health and fitness coaches are building a business that they are going to sell. I think everyone actually should build the business based off the idea they may sell it in the future, because it makes you a really good business owner and you will build a very highly profitable business, because guess what? People buy profitable businesses. However, even if your intention isn't to sell it, it will allow you to have more cash flow going to your personal finances, and that is where the wealth is actually going to be built. Revenue is not wealth. This is a common confusion. It is not wealth. You actually need to take the money that you pay yourself and invest it. We'll get to that in a minute. And if you're a business owner and you can't figure out 2 and 3 how to put a financial operating system into place to allow you to pay yourself more, go ahead, go to the show notes, download the free cash flow training. I walk through this in less than 20 minutes on a video for you, how to set up your cash flow so that way you are running your cash flow and your cash flow is not running you, and you can map it out directly. So it's assistfp.com/cash-flow-training, or save yourself the effort and just go to the show notes and click on the link. All right, number 4, This is an emergency fund. You need to have an emergency fund. You're probably hearing this and going, what the heck does having cash in the bank have to do with building wealth? It's super important because it gives you that mental clarity and that stress relief that you need to take the risk elsewhere in your business, in your investments, etc. But having an emergency fund, having 3 to 6 months, maybe more, depending on your personal situation, of cash sitting there, not designed to grow. You're just sitting in a high yield savings account, getting a little bit of interest, but it's not high growth. But it's available if you need it for an emergency, for months where the business isn't going well. It's there. That gives you the freedom to then pursue riskier investments with the rest of your money. So, number 4, building an emergency fund seems very contradictory to building wealth because it's not a growth oriented thing. It's super important because we're going to get to number 5, which is invest, invest, invest. Big opportunity here to build wealth. If you're simply just saving money in a bank account, you're going to lose over time to inflation. A lot of coaches, they never start investing before talking with me. And the reality is there's so many good opportunities. There's Roth IRAs, there's self-employment retirement accounts. Heck, there's a brokerage account that has no limits, no rules. It doesn't have the tax benefits of retirement accounts, but it's a super, super helpful account for flexibility and financial freedom. There are a lot of opportunities for you to invest your money into the stock market. Now, you could also do investing outside of the stock market. That's not my expertise, but you could do real estate, you could do private placements, etc. But my favorite is investing in low-cost index funds in the stock market. This is how you're going to build wealth. This is how your money is going to grow and compound over time and ultimately give you that time freedom, that financial freedom that you so desperately crave. All right, that's it. Those are the 5 wealth building tips. Not going to go too deep into them, but just recapping, it's going to be to build out process oriented goals, build out a financial operating system in your business, pay yourself, build an emergency fund, and invest, invest, invest. Those are the 5 wealth building tips. Do me a favor, go over, leave a rating and a review on your favorite podcast platform to help this show get in the hands of, well, in the ears of other coaches. And in the meantime, be wealthy, my friends. If you're enjoying the Dollars and Dumbbells podcast, please head over to your podcast app and leave a rating and a review. It's super helpful to get new listeners to hear the message that we are preaching. Also, please feel free to share the episode on your Instagram story. Tag me at JustinGreenFP and let me know. I love to see who's listening and who's tuning in. All right, until next time, go be wealthy, coaches.